I guess we gotta look at both cameras.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Aarick Urban back again. Another episode of Peep Game TV. This is number 12. Right now we're downtown at the Syracuse Coworks building. This is where I'll be doing a lot more podcasts going forward. It's a nice little space, so we're moving up. Today I'm here with my man Seth Dollar, rapper, entrepreneur, designer, super talented dude. Appreciate you joining me, brother.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
No doubt, no doubt. So, for the people that don't know you, can you give us a little background about where you're from, how you started in the music?
Well, to start with where I'm from, I was born in Syracuse in 1993, the summer of 1993. And from 1993 to the year 2000, I lived in Syracuse, pretty much groomed me.
Okay.
I would spend a lot of time with my great-grandmother, who's still alive now. She lives in Florida.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I want to go in low power mode.
We'll keep it going.
But, yeah, I spent a lot of time with my great-grandmother when she lived up here, and also my mother's father was my grandfather. He played keys with Casey and the Sunshine Band on occasion.
Nice.
And he would, when I would go to his house, I would always be able to watch what I wanted to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd watch all my children's programming that I loved. And on occasion, he would have me in front of his keyboard that he had in his living room at his condo,
Mm-hmm.
and would practice play. And that's kind of that was my first introduction to music. And I think I just stuck with that because it's I remember the prestige that he had.
Mm-hmm.
So that for him to take his time, even as a youth, I was very aware. To see that he took his time out to show me to do that,
Mm-hmm.
and it was in all of my favorite children's programming. I think just everything musical and colorful I loved. So I would I stuck with music. That was my first introduction, and being at my great grandmother's house when I was young a lot.
Yeah.
I'd also get the chance to watch my favorite programming, and it was all
Right.
musical based.
So would you say a lot of your musical influences are maybe old school, older music, or because I know I heard your first project and I got a chance to listen to some of your new project, and it's different. It's a different sound. So what are some of your musical influences besides your grandfather and?
Some of my musical influences, believe it's as weird as it may be, aren't really musical based.
Okay.
It's more so lifestyle based.
Okay.
So you'll watch a film like Transformers and see different scenes that they have and think of what good music would be behind it.
Okay.
And it's I think of sometimes it's sometimes I'm scoring I'm rescoring some of my favorite pieces and putting it into my own bodies of work.
That's dope.
So and that just goes back to the children's programming that I love. You'll remember some of these movies based on the music that was playing.
Uh-huh.
So and I was a film major. So sad that, and being that I've been doing music in a sense of recording professionally since the age of 15. It's just always been there.
Mm-hmm. So I connected with you. You're SU. We both were SU students. Let's talk about your first project. You dropped that in 2015, right?
14.
14.
It went on Apple. It launched on Apple Music and iTunes September 2015.
Okay.
After a long run.
And It's Only Right.
It's
right?
Only Right. Yes.
So how was the feedback? Being where you at SU when you dropped that?
Shortly leaving.
Okay.
I had a little bit of time to go.
So how was that feedback off your first project? It must have been good if you were working on it.
Well, to be honest, it was a long build-up. I announced the project in 2011.
Oh, man.
And it didn't come out to 2014, so imagine. Yeah. I think I was 18 at the time when I announced it because it was originally just gonna be like a compilation of songs that I made.
Okay.
It wasn't heavily concepted, but it was a concept behind the title. But then, like, you know, as I worked on it from pretty much late 2011 to late 2013, and that was just me kind of maturing with the music. So it's like every time, like, I must have worked on maybe 5 different versions of that. And it felt like every version of it had its highlight songs that ended up forming into what it is today. So it had to be like a few hard drives full of just material for that project alone. Because it was my first one, like, in real time of having a brand as far as Children of the Summer. And really putting something out that will have a lasting impression. So that happened. I think the buildup of it when we launched Children of the Summer, like late 2012, early 2013, the buildup from the brand and everything we were doing with that was great. But I think at first I thought I missed my moment on It's Only Right. I thought I was supposed to drop it in like late 2013 or summer 2013 when we launched the brand. It coincided, but the brand grew for a whole year after the fact that we launched it, and I pushed It's Only Right back because I wasn't ready, but I thought I might have missed my moment. So having merchandise and stuff helped.
For sure. And
I'm trying to get to back to the question. I wanted to give like the background behind it.
Yeah, no doubt.
So like by the time we had our second annual Children of the Summer, summer event that we did, after the second one we launched the project.
Okay.
In retrospect, I finished It's Only Right winter 2013 going into 2014, and it had a February release date.
Okay.
And then we pushed it back to June 21st, which was the first day of summer, coinciding with our
Children of the Summer.
Yeah, the annuals, summers.
That's dope.
So I felt like it was moving slow at first because I guess I didn't have, because it was all digital, it was kind of tough to move it around in some regards. But we picked up a lot of speed when I got on Sway in the morning. Yeah. And I think that's when it really launched off. Like it kind of took off months later. Because I guess at that point people knew the songs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, being on Sway was big, and touring. You had a performance. You were performing with Earl Sweatshirt recently, right? Yeah,
that was last fall.
Okay.
And so that happened, and that's when we kind of started truly working on this next project, kind of shortly after that performance. But that experience, I think it was the first real time I got to see if what I've been making worked. Like in front of a crowd of 700 people that you somewhat don't know. But when I was performing, I actually saw people I knew the words. And that was dope. And some people knew the words. Like as I was performing, and people would be like, "Hi, Seth." Like I'm saying it back, forgetting that I'm on stage and shit. Yeah. So that was really nice. It was the first true testament of, does this work? For people who don't know you. Now you get to see if your music is good or not. Right. Because you're playing it in front of 700 plus people. And I'd say that during my set, they started a mosh pit too. I thought that was wild. I performed the song Out and About. That's on It's Only Right now on Apple Music. And I think at the end of my set when I got off, I was in the crowd afterwards. I just walked off the stage and just went to the crowd.
Feel the people, touch the people.
Yeah, forgetting that I just was on stage. That was my first time performing in Syracuse too.
That's dope.
But a lot of fans were asking me why didn't some of the other performers did not have the same energy as you. It felt like when you got off, the energy went down a bit. And I'm like, well, they're probably they have an aesthetic to their shows, and just because my set was a certain way, doesn't mean theirs have to like compete.
Yeah,
like,
everyone has different.
So yeah, but I did get a lot of like, a lot of people, like a lot of good feedback from that. Like a lot of those kids there, that was their first time ever being to a rap show. Like, so it's just great that it's really cool that I got to like be a part of history for some people.
Yeah. That's
Even
dope.
myself, like that was my first time performing
Yeah.
for some people whose first time
watching the performance.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your upcoming project. It's called Vanity, right?
Yeah.
As you can see, this T-shirt. Merch is a big. Take it off so people can see. So is this T-shirt available, or did I get a special release? Cause
Well, it's available now, but you got it a few days before they actually went on sale.
Alright.
But the merchandise for this new project, the first delivery is available on childrenofthesummer.com/shop right now, so you can check that.
And Vanity, how'd you come up with the title Vanity?
Well, I was sitting on that title kind of like after we released It's Only Right, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought, like by that fall, like really being in the environment I was in, living at like Copper Beach Commons with a few other guys, like on and off living, but being there with a few other guys, really seeing what's going on campus and how people's lives, how they live when they're in this certain realm.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought, like it went from even, going to, getting on Sway. You go to these events where a lot of celebrities come in and out of town. It got to a point where it's like I was meeting new people every week, like Ty Dolla $ign, Dom Kennedy, YG.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's so many like young Jeezy. Somehow I took photos at that. I'm not even a photographer.
Yeah. A lot of people come through Syracuse, more than you would think, especially up to SU.
But I see the environment that some of these students are in, where it's like this becomes life for them. Not being a student, but having the luxuries of being a student.
Right.
It's like I saw like all like and I kind of like summed it up like, you're waiting in line to get into a party at UV, or you're trying to get into a party at UV. You get in there, you're roaming around, you get to like where the DJ is, and you're standing, you're just looking, and it's like, this is, I guess, like, and that's like that's my depiction of like the music I'm portraying on this project.
That's dope.
Like it's an analysis of that lifestyle.
Dope.
And also how people use that lifestyle to like kind of groom themselves, whether it be good or bad. Because you can go into those parties and be looking for people who are connecting. Because a lot of these students at this point are working for big networks and stuff.
Right.
So I think that's what my intention would be when I go to these things. Like who's running it? Like which kid thought of this? I have all these people here tonight. Like I want to take him to lunch or her to lunch. Goodness. Yeah.
So when is
wait, I want to just disclaimer. This is not a thing where this album is vanity and it's like I'm being a vain person. It's just an analysis on all of that. Because I think it's even with the album art being out, it's definitely like a confusion as to what we're doing. And I just have the people know that it's kind of like, it's definitely for what it's worth, what's the phrase where it's like, it's not to say shit's not sweet, but it's like when people don't realize, it's like when you're scared to look in the mirror. What it's a phrase for that, but that's kind of what this cover is in a sense.
That's a dope cover.
Where
that's actual painting, right?
Yes. So this is the album art. I mean, it's on. If you go to childrenofthesummer.com, you might be able to see it. I don't know why it's not showing up well on the screen, so I'm sorry, people.
So
but yeah.
Yeah, it's a dope cover.
You can kind of see it. This is the... Go to childrenofthesummer.com. You'll see it there.
And do you have a release date?
Sometime this month.
Okay.
Sometime this month. So February. I announced that on Instagram when I posted. If you can follow me on Instagram.com/PesoBlanqui. But yeah, that's kind of like the cover of the album is a portrait of me done by Catherine Camargo, and she took a younger photo of me and redid it in a way where it's like the character of myself has a different look, and there's horns and a halo on this younger depiction of me. But and that's kind of like but it's framed in a golden frame that she found. So this thing exists. And she it's almost like, this is like, it's a view of how people may see myself, but the overall photo is elegant. So no matter how you view me, it's still a good view.
Word.
And like that's another. That's something
You're a very
different.
conceptual person. That's dope. I like that concept.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for Vanity coming this month sometime.
Sometime this month. It just might pop out with a track that's like a few days before. I don't know. When we're done, it'll be out.
Cool. So childrenofthesummer.com.
Children of the Summer.
And Instagram is
Peso Blanquis. So that's PESSOBLANCI.
Dope. Appreciate you joining me, brother.
Yeah, man. Glad we could get this done.
No doubt.
All right.
That's episode 12.